I'm here with Lorenzo Bonificio. How are you today, Lorenzo?
Good, how about you?
I'm good, but who cares? We're here to talk about you and your amazing journey. You're only 15 and you fought for your country. How does this make you feel?
Well, I am proud to serve my country. Viva Mexico! But I wish I could have done better for my family and friends.
I'm sorry to hear about your losses. I bet you tried your best to save them.
Yes, Esteban was a great soldier. He didn't deserve to die.
Who is this Esteban? Was he a good friend of yours?
Yes, he was a friend I made over our journey.
So how hard was this journey for you and your companions?
Well, the trip was pretty grueling, especially for the children and women who weren't used to such hard physical labor.
I can understand. I'm sorry to hear that your sisters didn't survive the journey.
Yes, the snow was one of the toughest parts of the journey. It was below 0 degrees and many people got frostbite and died, including my 2 sisters.
So, I hear you play the guitar. Can you show us a little?
Oh, yes. Yes.
Good job, Lorenzo. I heard you recently got reunited with your father. How did this make you feel?
I was very glad that we were reunited. We both broke into tears as we hugged. I haven't seen him since I was a young boy. I have been looking for him this whole time. To be able to find him was the happiest moment of my life.
I also heard you had a battle in the dark. How was it?
Well, it was very interesting because it was in the dark, obviously, and because many of our men shot their own comrades in the back on accident because it was dark and they didn't have very good aim.
That doesn't sound too good. Was anybody killed by their own men?
Yes, quite a few actually. We never got real training, so none of us were very accurate.
I'm sorry to hear that.
2 of my best companions died in that battle. I wish we could have received training, then they might be alive today.
I'm very sorry for everything that you had to go through.
My good friend Esteban died from a piece of shrapnel in his chest. The wound wasn't that bad, but there are no doctors or surgeons to take it out.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yes, but I am a new man now.
So I heard you proposed to Catalina. How are you guys?
Yes, we are well. Catalina is still very tender from that trip, but she is recovering well. She has her goat herd back and I have my own farm.
Well, that's very good. Now I understand that you and Esteban were friends. Describe your friendship with him.
Well, I didn't like him at first. I thought he was a haughty crow, but then I started to get to know him.
And?
It turned out he was a pretty good guy, and the circumstances pushed us together. We became like 2 peas in a pod.
Well, isn't that sweet? Like a bromance.
Yes, it was a good friendship.
So, I heard you guys were suffering from severe starvation. Why is that?
Well, we didn't have very much money, so we scrapped up as much food as we could, but it just wasn't enough for us.
What did you guys eat?
Well, we were sent a gift from God when a group of rabbits came out of nowhere, so we caught them and ate them for meals.
Thank the Lord, or else you wouldn't be here today.
Yes, we also passed by a rancher who was kind enough to give us 3 of his cattle.
How kind of him. So apparently General Santana was very evil to you guys.
Oh yes, he was horrible.
How?
For one, he didn't care about his soldiers. He gave us barely any food, marched us for leagues, and forced us into the army for 10 years. He also made stupid decisions as a general.
I see. Well, you forgot to mention that he made the entire Mexican army retreat just to save his own life.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
How could he be so selfish?
I don't know. How did you feel when you found your 2 sisters buried in the snow?
Well, I was shocked and I started calling out their names, but I just realized that they were gone.
We all feel sorry for your sorrow. We all feel your sorrow.
Yeah, it felt like a part of me was torn out. I still feel that way sometimes when I remember them.
Thank you for being here today, Lorenzo.
No problem.
That's all we have for today, folks. Thank you for watching Talking with Conan.